everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Lisa and welcome to The Search. Okay, guys, can we talk about the absolute doubled standards that's happening with the creators? Especially when it comes to the whole Gypsy Rose situation. Because I've watched big creators say exactly what small creators have. And somehow, the only ones that seem to have any, let's say, backlash, canceled, big issues, a lot of the times, guess which one? And no, this isn't about whether Gypsy is right or wrong. It's about this app or other apps because, folks, I noticed this on multiple apps. I have broadcasted for many years and have seen this with live streaming. I've seen it on YouTube, TikTok, you now. I've seen it, and now, I see it again in true crime. And Gypsy Rose reference was just a great reference of community that would cover TikTok and YouTube. So let's get into it, okay? And no, this isn't about just Gypsy Rose. It is about this app that treats people based on their follow counts. And we're going to get into that. Okay, so Gypsy gets out of prison and she instantly becomes this big trending topic, okay? She's doing like cameos and interviews and posting selfies, and people are treating her like this full-blown celebrity, okay? Remember, Gypsy, you're infamous, not famous. Now, let's be real. Her story is complicated. I think, as we all know, allegedly she was horrifically abused. She was also involved in her mother's murder. Both of those things can be true at the same time. But what some people start to question, and this is important, guys, in the way her image was being monetized. These are what people first started to question, was that she came out, it was packaged, promoted like a trauma-based influence rolled out for her. And that was what first got people really talking, I felt. Because it was later when things started coming out about maybe Munchausen by proxy was not the truth. Okay? But like I said, this is not solely based about Gypsy. This is about the community and the creators, small versus big. I saw some smaller creators saying things like, hey, I'm glad she's free, but maybe we shouldn't turn this into a reality show. Or it's weird how fast she turned into a brand. Or I can't believe like she's got so many followers and I've worked this hard. I mean, just, different things like that. And let me tell you, those creators, not all, but a lot of them were like tore up for it, okay? Like, comments were like, you're jealous, you clearly don't understand trauma, how dare you judge a victim, victim blaming, blah, blah, blah. Some of these creators, that I've really went around and observed may have like 2,000 followers, less than that. Whatever app they're on, some may have a lot on one app, may have less on another. You get the point, though, that they are a smaller creator versus some that are really big, okay? Far as in the millions or 500,000, 100,000, okay? And the response was nuclear. Videos deleted, accounts going private, people dogpiling in quote tweets and stitches, all right? But here's the wild part. A week later, a big creator, verified, all right, over hundreds of thousands of followers, posts a video saying basically the same thing, guys, the same thing. And like something like, or is it just me? Is this not making sense? Is this not adding up? No, we're going to have to look into Gypsy Rose because this isn't adding up, and her making this blood money and da 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 da. depending on where it's coming from, how it's worded, you get the point. But basically saying the same as the small creator. And guess what, guys? Suddenly the vibe is different. These are things that you'll see in the comments. Finally, somebody said it. You're so brave for bringing it up. This is why I follow you. Y'all, I see. So, it's brave when someone with hundreds of thousands or even 1 million followers says it, but it's bitter when someone with like 5K, 2K, whatever says it. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. The double standards, I swear. This is where mob mentality kicks in. And if you've ever been a victim of mob mentality, I am so sorry. I have not personally been a victim of it, but in all my years, I sure have seen a lot of it. This is not the first time I've spoken on it. You know what? If one person feels better after this video, then I've done my purpose. See, it's not about what's being said. It's about who's saying it. Big creators get room to be a little more petty, I could say, or more opinionated. They can test the waters, like reframe from things, walk it back, and it'd be fine. It could be fine. Small creators, they get no margin, guys, no margin for error. One opinion outside the mainstream, and it's lights out, lights out. You can literally say the same sentence, guys, the same sentence, word for word, and one person gets praised while the other gets dragged. It's not fair, guys. It's just unfair. It is silencing. And it's not just hurting creators or a certain little group. Because like I said, this isn't even just with Gypsy Rose community. This happens in many communities. Oh, the beauty community? I always call it the ugly community because at one time, it's a little better now, but it was ugly. You did not want to be a beauty influencer and be huge and caught up in that mess. I wouldn't. I mean, who remembers Dramageddon? Like, think about that. So much drama in the beauty community. Make it make sense, guys. And like I said, it doesn't just hurt creators. It hurts an entire online community because it creates this fear-based culture where smaller creators and even viewers are scared to say anything that's not already approved by the algorithm, the loudest fan base, or the biggest voice in the room. Or should I say, the biggest numbers in the room. People stop sharing honest opinions. They either stay silent or they say what they think they're supposed to say. That kills the creativity. That kills trust. It turns what could be real conversation into an echo chamber. A space where no one is really talking. They're just performing for the crowd, folks. And people who get pushed out are often the ones with saying something important. And I mean that, folks. I mean that. I think people forget how they get subscribers and how they grow. And once they have grown, some forget that genuine in them of what made them decide to be in social media, whatever platform you choose. You forget your why. And then you get to a level where you get these passes because you have more of a backing, I guess. More yes ma'ams or yes sirs behind you. But it's how you use it is what defines you. It's about what kind of space we're creating online and whether we want to hear real thoughts or just rinse and repeat versions of what is trending. If you felt this as a small creator or someone that is a commenter, you're not imagining it, guys. You're not imagining it. And if we want a better conversation, we have to stop letting follower count decide who gets to speak. Enough is enough. Just because somebody has more followers, more pizzazz, or more experience, okay, does not make them right. We all are giving our alleged opinions. Why do you think that we have things that protect us in what we're saying? And we say allege and for educational entertainment purposes, okay? Everybody has an opinion. And it's about respect. It's about just doing and staying in your lane, growing your people, and people can support who they want. But when you decide that you are a group of people, or you think that you have the authority to make people feel small and doubtful and create this whole scenario of why this person shouldn't be in social media, you're an ugly person. There's always exceptions to every rule. If we know that we have PDOs, something like that, we know with facts that needs to be handled. There's so much that needs to be handled off of social media. People come here to escape certain things. There's so much on this platform. The whole Gypsy Rose story, it is went so many directions that people did not expect. Okay? People have been played by different sources. People have been played by different people in the community. And you have to remember that this is your business. And even at work, you don't discuss all your personal business at work and everything that goes on. So just somebody that's been around the block a little bit far as in social media, I always say, my circle is a straight line. I have never been someone to have big group chats. That's just me though. I've just been someone to really want to create safe spaces and do my thing and keep it going, okay? I have lately spoke out a little bit, and it has been because I have seen people just beat down. I have seen people that have been kind to me totally just change and feel like that they're not accepted anywhere. YouTube has got millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people. One group is not going to take away your livelihood. They might throw a wrench in it for a week, but keep it moving. If you know your why, don't let people discourage you from doing what you're doing. Don't spend weeks showing receipts and defending yourself. Know your truth. Let me tell you, through the years, things will come and go. You will have issues. But this thinking that the small creators are kind of irrelevant, like they got to earn their place, no. Like I might have, I think 1,200 over here. I've got 50,000 almost on another app. I got 8,000 on another app. I got 1,200 on another app. Everybody has their story. So how about don't look at the numbers. Look at the person. Look what they're offering. And if you feel comfortable and you enjoy them, don't worry if like I'm saying, using the gypsy community, if they're like, well, I really would like to talk in there, but they don't get along with this whole group, and if I'm talking, then I might not be accepted in that group. Let me tell you something. If that is the case and that is how you feel, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have been made to feel like that. And I sure hope that I have never made anybody feel like that. Think about what you're saying in your head. And if people will not accept you or talk with you because you choose to watch somebody that you feel is something you relate to, and that's outside of Gypsy, inside, whatever, then think about who you're wanting approval from. You don't need anybody's approval. This can be a messy game, or this can be a great game. And people can work together, collab together. There's so many opportunities in social media. So remember this also, what trends. That is a reflection of society. I sure would like to see more missing people trend. I sure would like to see small businesses taking off, trending. Things that really put in a lot of hard work. I would love to see something like I just talked about, autism and crime, and the training that I feel is needed in the justice system with the autism community. I would love to see that thrive. Not even on my post, just anybody that does it. So remember that. What trends is a reflection of society. And if we want better conversations, we have to stop letting follower counts decide who speaks. Let me know what you think. Please drop a comment, like it if this hits something, sub if you're tired of mob culture, because your voice shouldn't depend on your follower count. And I will see you soon on the next search. Goodbye, everybody.